Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Becoming a Powerhouse Brand. Today's guest is somebody that I came across very recently who I was instantly magnetized to through her energy, through her audacious, unapologetic, just being herself. And as you know, that is what I'm all about with the work that I do. I am here to empower women and men to just take up space and to be their main character. And on today's episode, we've got the lovely Demmi Cannon, who is a spiritual business mentor, a channel, and a soul activator who helps women to scale to 10K plus months by burning those boxes, owning their full truth, and showing up as the version of themselves that they were absolutely born to be. Now, Demmi is in Australia. You will feel her energy, you'll hear her amazing accent. And I'm so excited to have you on, Demmi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful introduction. I literally had goosebumps listening to it. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I love it. So, for those that may not have heard of you, could you tell us a bit about what you do, who you help, and how you got started with all of the work that you do in terms of being a spiritual mentor, being a channeler? Like, it'd be really interesting to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. So I work with specifically women in business. And I guess we kind of go from how I started my business as a healer. As we all do, right? We go through some of our own dark night of the soul. We go through all of our shit. We find this beautiful realm of crystals and healing and everything. So I became a healer. I did that for a year in my business. And I was like, something just feels off. It feels really hard. It was draining, it was exhausting, it felt really hard. And I felt like I was only being this small part of me. And then I discovered a lot deeper my psychic gifts, and I discovered my mentor at the time. And I found what she had channeled that are called soul facilitator blueprints. And there's six of them, and there's specific ones. And I did mine, and I realized, bitch, you've been running your business in the wrong blueprint. So I'm actually not meant to be a healer at all. I have healing gifts, as we all do. But I'm actually here to teach and to guide people. And so, because I had experience in running my own business, it came so naturally for me to kind of coach and mentor people in business because I could notice all of these boxes that we were trying to fit in. You have to wear these clothes to be a healer. You have to speak like this or show up like that. And for me, authenticity is so fucking important. Like, it is so important. And I think when we're trying to show up online, everybody's trying to show up online. And I think that the most sales come through, the most followers come through, everything comes through when you are just an expression of yourself.
Yeah.
And so I landed in this beautiful realm of mentoring people. And then because I am a channel as well, can connect to spirit, I get to tune into people's offers and their businesses and say, look, this isn't aligned. This is actually what needs to happen. It all comes directly from spirit. Build out their things with them, coach them or lead them, heal them through the things they need to work on. It is the best fucking job in the world.
I love that. I love it.
Yes.
And I think what you were talking about there about that it's that nudge, isn't it? Like when you feel like there's something isn't in alignment, for some people, it's not even like an alignment thing that may come up for them. And I know for me, it was literally just I'd got to a point where I was doing all the things, I was following all the strategies, implementing all the stuff, doing what I felt like I should be doing. But there was always a part of me that was like, why does this feel so hard? Like what I'm doing,
Exactly.
everything, there must be more available to me. And I think it was almost that realization of that there is more available. And it was that activation of like, I'm just going to go and find it. And then connections started coming into my space that were into healing, spirit, channeling. And yeah, it just opens up a whole new pathway, doesn't it?
Oh, babe, so much. And look, honestly, like statistically, it's about 20% strategy. So people sometimes hyper focus so much on what we're doing and how we do it. And what people like, especially if you're in a spiritual business, it's 80% energetics. It's 80% the mindset. It is mostly your feeling essence and your beliefs, because we know like your beliefs, your mindset, your thoughts, it's what creates your external reality. So
Yeah.
if all of that is all muddled up and fucked up, like your strategy is not going to do shit, babe. It's not going to get you anywhere. And I think a key thing that you just said is how you know shit is not in alignment is when it's not working.
Yeah.
If it is not working and it is hard, there's something out of alignment.
Yeah. 100%. And
100%.
I think business should be fun. Like we should be. We're literally changing lives with what it is that we're doing. It should be fun. I don't like to use the word should, but it needs to be fun, doesn't it? Like we
Yes.
get to play, we
Yes.
get to enjoy things, set our own rules and boundaries, and like how amazing is that?
And like we live in a world where, because of the laws of the universe, you can fuck around and manifest things. And I mean, look, if any of your audience have a business, like you didn't leave your 9 to 5 to be chained to another 9 to 5 where you have to fit in the boxes and do all the things everybody says that you should. Like your business is your baby. And the beautiful thing about having a business like this is you can create anything you want. If you want to create this type of meditation, you get to create it. Like there's so much freedom, but people get stuck in the pressure of trying to perform like everybody else is doing. And
Yeah.
that's why the work that I do is about encouraging people. I don't ever mentor my clients to be like me because you're not me. I want to help you build a business that feels like you.
Yeah.
It has to feel like you. It's not about being like your teacher or, the person who you studied from. That's their blueprint. That's their life. You want to build a business that is your authentic expression, that you get up every day that you're like, I'm so fucking excited to get up. I can't believe I get to call this work. I can't believe I get to be paid for this. Like, that's how we should live.
Yeah. Absolutely. And like you
Absolutely.
said, you can tell from a lot of people who they're working with. And that should never be the case in terms of your brand and
Yeah.
how you're showing up. Because if you're starting to replicate other people's content, copy, visuals, all of that, like you kind of lose your own identity in that journey, don't you? Like how
Yep.
confident were you? Because you come across as someone that is so confident, very audacious, like you're just you, like you are very like this is me, I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve, like that's what I love about your energy and why I wanted to have you on the podcast today. But were you always like that? Were you always confident in who you were, or has that been a journey in itself?
No, babe. I started this journey. I was a drug addict for 10 years. So I've been through so much and I've had to move through so much shame and all of the stories. If you can imagine, absolutely ruining your life and then to building this beautiful, successful business where you mentor others, like and then even going through, feeling like I didn't know who I was as a healer. I have photos, babe. I look like a completely different person and I'm wearing like all the Bali clothes and everything. And it's like trying to figure out who the fuck I
Yeah.
was because I thought that I had to show up in a certain way in order to fit the category of a healer. And so my mission now that I've come so fully into myself is that I don't want for others to feel like they have to pretend to be someone else,
Yeah.
and especially not in business. Like I have made the most money being this audacious and ridiculous and whatever because I'm authentic, and people are drawn to authenticity in this world, in this day and age right now. Everything is so edited and photoshopped and people are looking to get the perfect, outlay on their Instagram, and it's fucking exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, don't you just want to show up and be you and then be loved and paid for being you? That's got to be everyone's dream and desire. And so my mission now is to kind of unplug everybody from that bullshit where they have to perform in the way that everybody says that they should.
Yeah. Oh
So
my
no,
God.
I wasn't always this confident, but like now feeling this free and this comfortable, oh my God, I would never change it for the world.
Yeah. And I think it's that self-expression, isn't it? It's really tapping into what feels good to you. So like I've always been a creative, I've always been a designer. So it always baffles me when people say to me, oh my God, your content's amazing, your graphics are so good. Like I wish I could do that. And I'm like, but that's just me. That's just who I am and how I show up. That doesn't mean you need to have those really beautiful graphics and visuals. Like you might be someone that is shit at creating graphics, but you
Yep.
come across so confidently in video, like use that. It's all part of your aligned visibility, isn't it? And just showing up as your true self.
Absolutely. And it's definitely a part of our soul gifts. Each one of us has specific fortes and areas that they're sensational at. So I'm not going to go pretend I'm fucking amazing at all of the, I don't know, like specific strategy things about this thing and that thing, because that's not my area of expertise. And this is where people get stuck, is they try to be the best at everything, and you're never going to be, babe. You're
Yeah.
never going to be the best at everything. So you own what the fuck you're good at and you use that.
Yeah. You talk about, so you do channeling as well. Was that something that you've always like had a gift with? Maybe there's someone listening to this that is like, what the fuck is channeling? Like, could you just give us a bit of
Absolutely.
an insight into what that even is and how
Yeah.
it came across for you?
Sure. So there is what we understand as like psychic abilities, right? So everybody has psychic abilities, whether you believe you do or not, you do. Okay. So psychic abilities, intuition is a psychic ability, right? It's like a sixth sense. So psychic abilities are like, when we can hear, sense, see, and feel specific things. So the different clairs. Channeling is a form. And so psychic is kind of in your body now, right? That you perceive, you can feel, you can sense. Channeling is the ability, it is a learned ability to raise your vibrational frequency, bring your energy, your essence up to meet the higher beings, and then they can speak directly to you. So we're speaking to different beings. My mentor is a trance channel. So she then allows them to speak through her. Yeah. So, and I always had psychic abilities, but I didn't know what they were. I've always been wise, people would say to me in my teenage years, right? I'd be counseling people about like, divorces, and I'm like 16. How do I know anything about anything, right? But because I had claircognizance, where kind of knowledge would just drop down through to me. But I had no idea what that was. I wasn't raised in a household that was like spiritual or had any idea. I'm the black sheep of the family. So, you go on this self-discovery journey and you're like, wow. And then when in my healer era, people would come to me and I'm a feeler. So I'd feel, do you have pains here? Is this thing here? And they were like, yes, yes, yes. And then I would hear, oh, it means anxiety, or it's got this, or it's got that. And as you get more confirmation, you become more comfortable with owning the fact that you have these gifts. And now then I learned proper channeling, and now I use that for business now.
I love that. And you can have that, you can have your clients with that as well, like in terms of offers, pricing, like how they're positioning themselves, finding their own sort of aligned path in their business journey.
Yeah. And so I have a big session, like a one-to-one session, a big deep dive, called a soul scale session. And what happens in that is I will tune in. We discover their soul facilitator blueprint. That's very important to make sure you're running your business in the right blueprint, because with that, so the way a healer is meant to run their business is very different to the way a coach is meant to run their business, and the different offers that are aligned for everybody, because there are specific offers that you're meant to run here. So sometimes we create an offer from scarcity, like because, oh shit, I need money, so I'm going to run this, but it's not in alignment, so it won't work.
Yeah.
So what happens in these sessions is I will tune into their higher self, into their guides, and they'll say to me, like, they're meant to run a school. They're meant to do a modality. They're meant to run this kind of course. They're meant to do that. And the funny thing is, whenever I deliver that to them, they're like, oh my God, I've been thinking about that. Oh my God, I can't believe, right? So this confirmation for them. But in this session, I map everything out, and then I teach them the style of content that they need to be using, the launch they need. So it's a really big deep dive, but fuck, it's so much fun. I literally could do them all day because I love it.
You talk a lot in your messaging about like scaling with soul. What does that even mean for you?
Scaling with soul means that, look, sometimes we, again, do things that other people are doing, or we see somebody make money doing this type of thing, so I'm going to try to do it. And I think there's a difference between receiving a download or having your heart pull you to do something versus, I'm going to do it because so-and-so did it, or I'm going to do it because I think that's what I should do. So scaling with soul is like tuning into what is your highest joy, what lights you the fuck up, versus I'm going to do that because everybody else is doing that and I think that I should. And you'll find when you launch something with soul versus something you've just randomly thought of, like something you've received from spirit, the success so much faster.
Yeah. It's so interesting, isn't it? I think for a lot of people, they almost need to have gone through that journey of the trial and error, like as part of the journey of growing your brand. I always say, like, it's not necessarily a fail, but they're learnings, they're lessons, aren't they? All these like investments you've made that maybe didn't get the ROI that you were hoping for, or things that maybe completely flopped, or anything that's happened in your journey, it helps you to become the person that you are today. Like, I'm so grateful for all of the failed launches, like all of the things that I've done in my career that haven't worked out, because it's helped me to grow and tap into, well, why didn't that work out? Why didn't that feel good? And I've realized that actually, when you do follow those sort of cookie cutter strategies, methods, you follow somebody else's blueprint.
Yes.
You're trying to replicate something they've created that may have worked for them, but it's never going to work for everybody. Like, I'm a massive, like, absolute no if it's cookie cutter strategy.
No. And it doesn't come from your soul. It doesn't come from your spirit. Like, you were sent here with a specific mission. And so if you're not creating from your soul, you're not living in alignment. So spirit universe is not going to reward you for it. So they're going to try to redirect you. And as for investing in mentors, for me personally, I will never invest in a mentor who isn't connected to spirit. Because for me, that is my number one, that is my number one prerequisite, because I'm never going to trust someone that's giving it to me just from specifically their brain, because it's coming from you. And I love you so much, whoever you are, but it's not coming directly from source. I don't know that that's fully in alignment for me. So any investment I have ever made has always had a return, because I invest in people, one, that I feel intuitively led to, and always in someone who can connect to spirit. That's, if you can't, I don't care what you do and how much money you say you can make me, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. It's got to feel good, hasn't it? Like, you can't
Yeah.
force something that is just not in alignment. And no matter how many times, like, I know in the past things haven't worked for me, and I've just been told, just keep going, just keep going. And it's just that forcing energy, isn't it? It's you're chasing,
Yeah.
rather than letting it happen, trusting and believing that it's going to happen, it's going to come to you. Like I always say, building your personal brand is about being magnetic for the right opportunities, the right people, but also repelling those that aren't. It's not everything is going to work out for you.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody that is in that stage of feeling that nudge, feeling like there must be something more, like I'm doing all the things, maybe they've even got a very successful business in terms of money they're making? Because I know for a lot of the people that I work with, they've hit what was once their dream figure income for that every month, but they're just feeling like there must be something more. They're just in that plateau period. What would be that next step for that kind of person?
I think that what's really important is, look, as an entrepreneur, you are always going to have the next goal ahead. You're always going to be like the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. I think in those moments, universe, spirit will always reward you when you have those glasses on of abundance, of gratitude. It's like taking those moments to stop and look at your life and think, I'm so fucking proud of myself. I'm so incredibly proud of myself. Because if you're not in love with your life, if you're not in love with yourself, your life, everything you do, what is the point of making the money, babe? You've made all this money for fucking what? For you to continue to chase and never feel enough and constantly move the goalpost forward, forward, forward. I posted a little reel the other day and I was like, you need to romanticize your life. What the fuck is the point of being here? What is the point of being here if you're not, not everything's always roses, whatever, but each moment that you can, if you can find joy and happiness and gratitude and centeredness, you're only ever going to feel more abundant. Because the truth is, $5,000 months to $10,000 months to $20,000 months, your energy state needs to be exactly the same. It's one of gratitude. Because the moment you slip into, oh, it's not enough, rah, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's taken away again then you're going to start from scratch. So I think energy work is something I teach all of my clients, is my number one thing. I get up every morning, I'm doing my self-concept, I'm doing my EFT tapping, I do my hot girl walks. It's high vibrations.
I love your hot girl walks.
It's so much fun, babe, because what's the point of being here and making money if you're not romanticizing your life?
Yeah. I think it's such a beautiful thing. And I don't know what it's like in Australia, but certainly here in the UK, you're taught to be a certain way. And particularly as a woman or a young girl, don't dress like that because you're going to draw the wrong attention to yourself. Don't do this, don't do that. And you're just kind of put into this box that actually, I feel like I've come such a long way, and that I can look in the mirror now and say, do you know what? I love who I am. I love what I see, all of that. How beautiful is that? And yet, if someone had said that to me, even 5 years ago, I would have gone, bloody hell, she loves herself a bit, and seeing it as almost a negative thing. And I think it's really interesting, isn't it, that women are so judgmental, or can be, when they haven't done this work. And actually, it's a really beautiful thing to be able to say that you love who you are and that you've done that work, and you are the main character in your life.
If you don't love yourself, who the fuck else is going to? If you don't think that you are the shit, no one else is going to think that you're the shit. We're so scared to say, I love myself so much, I'm so proud of myself, because we're worried about being judged. The only one who's judging you harshly or negatively is someone who doesn't feel that way about themselves.
Yeah.
And so their opinions shouldn't matter. The most important thing I found about showing up authentically online, so I will share, when you said to me earlier, have you always been confident? Girl, if you heard my voice or saw the old videos of when I used to show up, Miss Little, like this, right? What I did was I trained myself. I watch even the most cringiest of my videos, I would watch them over and over and over again. You know, when you watch someone on the TV, like someone famous, and they feel familiar to you
Yeah.
because you've watched them so much, I did that with my own self. That's how I taught myself to be so comfortable in front of the camera because I taught myself to feel so familiar with every ugly little face that I did and loved that version.
Yeah.
Like, you have to love yourself first.
Yeah. I love that. And it's the thing with video content, like I'm always saying to people, particularly those that have that high vibe energy, are very confident in their abilities. But then as soon as you mention anything about you should be on video or something, it's that, oh God, no, that is terrifying. But I think it's very easy to look at somebody like I'm very confident on camera, you're clearly very confident on camera, and people might look at that and think, oh, well, it's easy for you. Like you're just so good. But actually, we've all been in that sweaty palm, handshaking, like, oh my God, what am I saying? Word vomiting at the camera. But it's about that continued sort of repetition and growth, isn't it? And really practicing and building your confidence. It's not something you're born with. You're not born as a baby to know how to do amazing videos, are you? Like it's just not.
No. And people get so stuck in that. Like, oh, a lot of people are stuck in the victim mindset of excuses. Even when I go through my clients, money is a big thing we have to move through because there's so much conditioning around money and wealth.
Yeah.
And so, unlearning or kind of, rewiring the mindset around wealth because a lot of people think, oh, people that make this amount of money, they're just lucky. Or, someone has this much success in their business, they're just lucky. Motherfucker, they worked their ass off to get there and they had to move through all of the shit you're moving through right now. It's not that
Yeah.
they're lucky, it's that they chose to do the work. And so you can either sit in victim, poor me, and that's never going to be me and everything else, or you do the work each and every day to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
Like that's with anything in life.
Yeah, absolutely. What is one belief that you would say you had to work through to really grow your business, to start showing up as this confident leader that you are today?
Uh, One of the wounds I have yet to fully heal, and who knows if I ever will, is my wound around men. So I had to not give a shit what on my social media, because sometimes I think people have, well, even people have family members and stuff on, and they won't show up as this version of themselves because they're embarrassed about the judgment that's going to come. So I really had to move through trying to perform or look pretty or sound a certain way for men was something I had to. And now I'm like, if you're a man on my thing, welcome me in, Ruck. You get the same version as everybody does. I'm not here trying to impress anybody over here. Like that was something I really had to move through to show up in the way that I have.
I love that. What is
Yeah.
lighting you up at the moment in your business? Like, what have you got coming up that you're working on right now that you're just like, oh my God, fuck, this is amazing?
Oh, babe, my mastermind. So I have worked with a lot of women who are newer in business with my other offers. And my mastermind is a 6-month journey, the Bad Bitch Collective.
Of course.
Everything I do is swearing. We love it. We love it over here. And so this is all about identity, energetics, energetic scaling, magnetic messaging. It's everything that is my fucking jam that I love so much. And so that starts next month. Very excited about that. And I'm just excited to be in a space where I get to amp everybody up because
Yeah.
that's one of the soul gifts that I have. It's about exciting people and yes, teaching them and leading them, but also just reminding them, bitch, be you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I love that.
So
I
yes.
just also want to say something. So we help our clients in quite a similar way. I don't do the sort of spirit channeling or anything. So we help our clients in a similar way. And I just think it's such a beautiful thing that there is so much space, so much opportunity, so many incredible people that we can all go and impact. And I think when you get to connect with people like this conversation that we've had here, like it would be very easy. And I think even if I think back 5 years ago, maybe I perhaps wouldn't have had this conversation because I'd have thought, oh God, I'm treading on that person's toes because we do like this a very similar thing. We've got a
Yeah.
similar target audience. But how
Yep.
incredible is it that actually you're going to be attracting the different people? Like who is going to be attracted into your space will be very different to the kind of person that's attracted into mine. And I
Yes.
think that is the beauty of this work and being an entrepreneur and showing up as your true authentic self because you're going to literally magnetize those that are the perfect fit for you. Like I just think
It,
it's such an incredible thing, like collaboration, And community over everything.
Well, because, and the truth is, babe, is like those who are soul aligned for you are soul aligned for you.
Yeah.
And people sometimes go through this like, oh my God, like there's not enough, there's not enough. Babe, there's more than enough. And also my codes, regardless, even if we did the exact same thing, even if we did the exact same thing, my codes are so different to your codes.
Yeah.
And what someone's going to receive from you, they won't be able to receive from me. So your clients are magnetized to you when you show up authentically. And that's why shedding back, peeling back all of the layers of everybody else's excuses and rules is so fucking important. That's when you make the most money because people can feel it.
100%. I love this. And I love this conversation because this is something I used to work with product businesses and creatives. And when I started working with healers, people in the wellness industry, I noticed a big change in that there was a lot of mindset issues around, oh, but there's so many other people doing it. Why is someone going to pick me? There's that belief because they're so heart-led. They just want to help people. They want to change people's lives and they don't necessarily want to be the face of their business. And it's like, but like you would say, bitch, you are your brand.
Oh my God. Like it's, and the thing is nobody is like you. You are
Yeah.
unique. So when you own your uniqueness, there's no fucking such thing as competition, mate. There is no such thing as competition. And the more of you that you can become, because what I find with a lot of healers is I've got a free masterclass happening next week and we're moving through all of this stuff. It's about like a lot of people study their certificates, their modalities, and then they lead with those things as if that's why people
Yeah.
are, bitch, people are not coming to you because of Reiki. And the moment you strip that away and you own, I am the power source, like I am the point of transformation for people. It's my magic that they're coming. They're
Yeah.
not coming because I learned Ushu, Reiki, and breath work and everything else. Like that's just a tool, babe. But people hide behind their modalities and then they wonder why they get lost in the sea of practitioners.
Yes. So true.
Like you've got to own your unique essence.
I love that. What would you tell the version of you that started your journey now? If you could go back and speak to her now, what would you be saying to
Oh, girl, I would say invest, invest, invest. That has
her?
been because at the start, babe, I was so scared to invest. Like I was like, no, I wasn't making much money. So every dollar I had, I was like, and mind you, I was investing it in certificates, another certificate, another modality, another thing, out
Because
of
that's
fucking
what we're taught,
spreadsheet.
isn't it? That's what we're taught
Yes,
as kids. It's like invest
McDonald's
in
menu.
courses. Yeah.
Yes. When I started investing in coaches, bang, like just, and I think sometimes people think like, oh, what am I going to invest in a coach for? And it's like, because babe, they've got codes and things that you
Yeah.
don't know yet that they can actually, and also because we can never see ourselves clearly.
Yeah.
We don't see our full potential. And someone who is a coach, who is an aligned coach, can see your potential and what it is that you can do. And they help you to build that out. And that is like, that's like as much as, having connection to spirit is, that is like a cheat code because it just 10x's you so much faster.
I love that.
Yeah.
Demmi, it has been amazing having you on the podcast today. Thank you so much for coming on. What is one tip, tool? What would you like to sign this off with as something that my listeners can take away?
Be your most baddest bitch self every fucking day.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Woo! I love that. Demmi, where can everybody find you? I'll put all your links in the show notes, but just tell us where is the best place to find you online.
Instagram, I love Demmi Cannon, Demmi Cannon, and drop me a voice note. I love a good voice note. I love a good connection. I love a good chat. Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And for those of you that are listening to this, if you've enjoyed this episode, please do leave a review. Make sure you reach out to myself and Demmi. Let us know what you thought about the episode. And if you've had any sort of light bulb moments or any key takeaways you've had from this episode, we would love to hear. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.